Okay, so most of us signed up to Kiwisaver and didn't think much more about it. Today on Perpetual Guardian Money Matters, we are talking about how much that lack of interest could cost you. Welcome to the couch, Charlotte Lockhart from Perpetual Guardian and Binu Paul from Savvy Kiwi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Charlotte, when it comes to Kiwisaver, we set it and we pretty much forget it, don't we?
Yes, we're very naughty with that, and we could be missing out on tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time we retire.
But Binu, surely I don't have to worry about what's happening with my Kiwisaver too much?
I think it's a common trap that we all kind of fall into for a couple of reasons. So number one, Kiwisaver is something that's out of sight, out of mind. You don't actually see your contributions go out. It's not as if you get paid a salary and then you actually make a contribution out of that salary. That's number one. Number two, there is really no instant gratification with the contributions you make. So there's no here and now. So I'll give you an example. Let's take a 30-year-old who is contributing 3% on a salary of $60,000 a year. That works out around $1,800 a year, which is around $150 a month. Now, I don't get anything back in return for the $150 I put aside now. It's all tied up till I'm 65. So that's the second reason. The third reason, I think we're all challenged by not being able to visualize what our financial future is going to look like. So for example, what would you do with $50,000 in 20 years' time? You know, it's a very tough call to make at this point in time.
Who knows what $50,000 is going to buy us in 20 years' time, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's the case. So what can I do then to encourage myself to pay more attention to what I'm doing?
I think a very simple thing to do is switch the frame of reference. So the way it works out for the same 30-year-old, that $150 a month relates to around $500,000 by the time they retire in 35 years' time. That's a lot of money. Now, I'm assuming the fund is returning around 6% per annum. Now, let's say you move into a fund, or that person moves into a fund that's earning just 3% per annum more, your returns are going to double. So you're going to have $1.1 million by the time you retire. So my point is, you're not making a decision on the $150 now, you're actually making a $500,000 decision right now. Now, who wouldn't actually shop around if you were to spend that $500,000 today? Would you shop around? Would you want to find out more about it? That's how I would look at it. So it's not about the $150 today. Okay.
So the funds obviously perform differently, don't they? How do I figure out what's happening?
It's a lot to do, comes down to the provider. The big impact for you, there's a couple of things. So the biggest impact for you is going to be how much you're putting aside right now. So the more you increase your contribution today, the bigger your retirement balance is going to be. The second one is whether you're in the right fund or not. So there's growth funds, there's balanced funds, and conservative funds. All of them are different. There's 210 funds you can choose from. So that's the second thing. The third reason would be how much you pay in terms of fees and costs within those funds. So you need to keep an eye on that.
Wow, so there's a lot of research to be done.
There is a lot of research to be done.
And there's a lot of money that we're putting on the line.
That's right. And more importantly, you want to make sure that you protect that as well, because you just don't know what the future is going to look like.
So what do you do there, Charlotte?
You get yourself a will.
You're going to say that. It's pretty important though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So text Kiwisaver to 422 and we'll sort you out with that.
Okay, so remember that if your Kiwisaver is above $15,000, you do need a will. So that number was to text Kiwisaver to 422 and Perpetual Guardian are going to help you out.